feel great. A 1-yard bomb from Bo to Cortland. You said it earlier. Now I can't stop thinking about
exactly.
it. That would be outstanding.
One play and you're done.
Those are a couple of things that we talked about. I want to ask you now about that running situation. We were kind of hinting at it earlier.
Right.
With the offensive line also getting limited reps, are we really going to learn anything about the running back room tomorrow?
Yes, we will. We will. Now, your starters, maybe not. Okay. Right? And, again, you're not going against 49ers starters, so there's a backup situation. A few days ago at Broncos Park, powered by Common Spirit, when we saw Jaleel McLaughlin get it done, I think it was Saturday, he was like tearing up the third-string defense. So, of course, Jaleel's going to do that. What are we going to learn this time out? Audric Estime, did you fumble? Are you running with power? Mm-hmm. Do you have intent? Are you following your blocks? It's wide zone. Are you making the right decision when you follow your blocks? Are you going to handle that and the maturity that you need so that you can thrive in this offense and in this design? We're going to learn about that. Blake Watson, catching passes out of the backfield. We already know that. What about staying healthy and working as a runner? We're going to learn that. Tyler Bidet going to get a large opportunity. If Tyler Bidet had 100 yards in this game, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not predicting it. Don't invest on it, but that's the type of opportunity we're going to see from these backs, and maybe it's 100 all-purpose yards, right? It's like 50 on the ground, 60 as a receiver, whatever. But ripping off big plays, making names, that's what the preseason is about, and that's why I'm crazy about the preseason the first couple of games, is because we kind of know, but we don't know. Because it's on the players to go out there and create their own destiny, create their futures with this team, both good and bad. Hell, Terrell Davis is eating a hot dog in Japan and gets called in on a kick and goes out there and destroys Tyrone Drakeford with the damn hot dog in his stomach. I don't even think he had his chin strapped. He just went down there and destroyed a guy and then ended up in the Hall of Fame. Huh? Right? So it's something to monitor. We are going to learn about this team. Maybe it's not as much as we think, and it's not definitive. We will not get to Monday and be like, I know that Audric Estime is making the team. Yeah. But we're going to have a better idea. He goes out there and fumbles, and it's done. Yeah, you're just moving on.
Was it preseason that he fumbled, or that was a regular season?
He fumbled in preseason, too.
Oh, so both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fumbling preseason, fumbling regular season, and I'll just say it. I have heard that after the Chiefs game, he fumbled in practice. And that's why he didn't get the opportunity that he...
Oh, he got his jersey taken away from him.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm certainly interested in seeing that. And look, it might not be fair, but neither is life, right? So, Estime, Bidet, Watson, you aren't going to have the first line in front of you, and you're going to be heavily judged, and, it might cost you your chance because you're running behind the second and third line of the offensive line for the Denver Broncos, but that's just the way that it works.
You just said fair and football in the same sentence.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
It's not a thing.
You know what else I'm going to be watching? And we told people this on Tuesday, I think.
Okay.
Watch number 80, Joaquin Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Let's keep an eye on number 80. And is it, what's row on? 39? Little number 39.
39, 36. There's a niner in there.
39. He's
39.
Kyrese Rowan.
Okay.
Watch him again. You're going to see a bunch of him in the third and fourth quarter.
Right.
And I get it. He's going to be playing against twos and mostly threes. But the dude is making it hard for the Broncos to get rid of him in a very, like the running back room, a very, very crowded running back room. So number 80 and number 39, if you're locked in throughout the entirety of this game, those dudes are going to be making some plays in the second half.
Yeah, they're going to be making some plays, and they're going to be fun to watch. So a lot of this talent that maybe you haven't got a chance to go out there to Broncos Park, powered by Common Spirit, and watch them in training camp. I get it. There's only 800 tickets a day. And by the way, fans were allowed in San Francisco.
Thousands of them?
They had about 2,500 fans in attendance yesterday.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, and they have stands. I think they roast like they do here. So get them a little coverage.
Oh, I did see that they're like the long length of stand. Not as high as the Broncos were, but just more of.
Right. More stands and more fans. I got to see that yesterday. Well, you're going to be able to watch this in a game, and that's, another thing. It's the aggregate. It's everything collectively together that's going to determine, are you a 53-man roster? Are you a practice squad? Or are you just cut? Your last opportunity to play football may be coming up this month. Not for everybody, but for those guys on the back end of the roster. And that air of desperation is what makes preseason football worth watching.
That's literally guys going I'm either this or calling up Pops like, you still got that job we were talking about when I graduated
and we
college?
we're watching Cincinnati-Philadelphia replay, and there was someone who could have hit Jake Browning, their backup to Joe Burrow, and he just kind of let up. I'm like, no.
You crushed that fool.
Exactly. Like, that's a backup quarterback. You're in the preseason. You need your job.
Yeah.
And whereas you may get fined, you know what your team's going to do? Like, oh, and everyone's going to be like, that was a great play.
Yeah.
That was a great play. I don't care if you get fined. I don't care whatever. Like, you go out and destroy that quarterback. He could have. He was within the range, and then he, like, let up and just kind of bumped him. No, destroy him.
Yeah.
It's the preseason. You got to get your job.
I don't know. If you're making the kind of money they're making, pay the damn fine and light somebody the hell up. Send a message.
Of course, it is Cincinnati, so.
They're all light on cash.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was Philadelphia that could have hit Jake Browning.
Well,
so.
see, Howie takes care of his guys.
Yeah, Howie would do that.
Yeah. Howie takes care of his guys. You know, something that I guess we have to watch, and this is weird to say in preseason game number 1.
I guess.
We got to watch Will Lutz. Based off what we learned yesterday, Will Lutz was it wide right on 3 different field goals we learned about yesterday?
Yeah, not great, Bob.
I guess now we need to watch Will Lutz. I'll be like Kevin Kistner. I'll be charting field goals coming up tomorrow night. Or Kev, will you do it for us? And then report live from Maine.
I won't be in Maine till Monday, but I could report live from Topgolf on Saturday.
Oh, there you
night.
go. There you go. So we'll keep an eye on Kistner Radio. Radio Kistner?
Kistner Radio.
Kistner Radio on Twitter. He's got Will Lutz coverage.
Do you
Will
want
Lutz
McManus
coverage.
updates too? I could do that.
Well, we know he's going to miss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Just over already.
Yeah. See, now I'm on Team Kistner when it comes to McManus.
Okay.
Because I'm riding with my guy. So that's something else you're going to need to watch. When it comes to the Broncos defense, now we can talk about the second team and third team. I actually have a question about them. First team, limited reps, a drive, 2 drives, whatever it may be. I'm intrigued by final number of total yards given up through the air, on the ground. I would assume if Christian McCaffrey's talking about, they're tough to break through, I'm sure they're going to be tough to break through, and Christian's not even going to play. So I'm very intrigued, like, can that first group keep the Niners to 0 rushing yards, to
Right.
2 rushing yards? Do they force 1 3 and out, 2 3 and outs, and then their day's done? I'm intrigued to see how good this defense is, even in very limited reps.
Well, what you don't want is they have a couple of banged up running backs. Isaac Garendo and Jordan James are both questionable. You don't want Patrick Taylor, who was the 3rd guy at Memphis. Oh, boy, was that with Tony Pollard? Anyway, he's a Memphis back, and he's bounced around, I think, like 4 teams. Amir Abdullah's there.
Oh, okay.
Corey Kiner, the Cincinnati kid, I kind of like, but like he's their 7th running back. You don't want these guys tearing you up, right? I don't care if it's first team. I don't care if it's backups, 3rd team defense. You want to show that strength. Although it's preseason football, you're going to see some mistakes. You're going to see some flags, penalties. And as far as tight ends, you're not going to see George Kittle. But if Ross Dwelly's tearing you up, that's a problem.
That's a big problem. And then as far as the 2 and 3s, obviously, a bunch of eyes, at least I know you and I think a lot of people. Lavelle Bailey, let's see what that looks like.
Right.
Justin Stranad, can he stack good practice days and then turn that into a good performance on the field in a preseason game so that I think all of us feel it's just a sense of, hey, don't have to freak out if something terrible happens to the starter.
Right. It's like a sense of relief to go Tommy Boy. It's like the guarantee on the box. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It may not mean anything, but it may mean something, and it makes me feel good. Makes me sleep better at night because you don't really want to call Quan Alexander. Not really. I mean, you want to be able to succeed with the guys that you already have here. If you have to go to a street free agent, that's fine. They're out there. But it's not the plan that you had in place when you start this thing. And again, knowing that Greenlaw will be available week 1 if things go to plan. Singleton will be available week 1 if things go to plan. All right, but what about behind those guys? Because point blank period, Lavelle Bailey might start this year. At some point,
yeah.
Yes. So, you need to be ready for that if, in fact, disaster, quote-unquote, strikes.
See, I'll use VJ's words from the other day. I'm going to paraphrase here. We need somebody that can come in and start for 4 or 5 weeks and not have a huge drop-off in production. It would be a drop-off in production if Lavelle Bailey's starting. Would you consider it huge? I mean, in coverage, it certainly is huge.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
He can stuff the run. He can be a guy that blitzes on 3rd and longs if it calls for it. But in coverage, I mean, I'm just imagining. Running back goes in motion, 56 follows him, quarterback goes, there's my B, and then they have a 2-yard completion that turns into an 18-yard gain.
Yeah, and then they move the sticks and they continue to drive until the next time they can pick on him. So I think it is a huge drop-off based on Greenlaw's an all-pro when he's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Singleton's a Pro Bowler when he's healthy. So it's like, okay, and that's a drop-off. Doesn't matter if it's Sternad, doesn't matter if it's Bailey. It's one of those areas of concern on this roster. We can feel a little bit better if Saturday night goes good for a guy like Lavelle Bailey.
Cannot wait to see that. And then final question, Cecil, I'll go first if you need a couple seconds here. 3 to 5 players who you're going to look at specifically.
Okay.
First up is Bidet, Tyler Bidet, kind of Bidet-Jaleel combo to make one player because, as we said, there's a competition or said competition for RB3. Now, Jaleel's the leader in the clubhouse right now, but with what Kris tweeted and told us earlier, that's a little bit closer than a lot of us had thought. And I don't know what reps are going to look like, but my number 2 name, just because I have really liked what I see, he's literally making me change my opinion in real time.
Okay.
I want to watch Troy Franklin against other guys. I want to watch Troy Franklin catch something in the middle of the field, catch it first. I love his long strides. I want to see him in speed or with space, and he has the speed. So Troy's number 2. Before mentioned, 3 and 4 are going to go Justin Sternad, Lavelle Bailey because of what we talked about. And then he's last because I'm confident in it, but I still want to see it. I want to see Bo coming out of the huddle, a clean huddle. I want to see him checking in, checking out of a few things, moving some guys in motion, dissecting what he's seeing with that motion. And then just like we were talking about with Bailey, if you get a guy like Mims coming in motion and that linebacker is following, well, that's where the ball should go. And I want Bo I want to see him recognize some of that stuff pre-snap.
Yeah, recognize that stuff and react to it in real time the way that we expect for Bo Nix. Expectations are incredibly high. For me, the 5 players are this. Kris Abrams-Draine. I think he's a future starter.
That's a great one, dude.
I think next year you move on from Jaquan McMillan, and Kris Abrams-Draine is essentially your third-ish corner. Again, Jahdae Barron can move around. You have a decision about Riley Moss coming up after this year.
Oh, you got it.
Is Barron your 2, and then now KAD is your 3? I'd be okay with that. Now, we all want Riley Moss to be here, but he's got to stay healthy. He's got to show up, man. I mean, that's the thing. Like, stay healthy, play the way that you can play because you're really good. Really good. But there's only so much money to go around. And I'm not sure what the decision on Riley Moss would be today on August 8th. So now fast forward. Kris Abrams-Draine, get ready, kid. You've got talent. Get ready. It could be there with a larger opportunity. I'm going to go look at the safety position with J.L. Skinner. I want to see if Skinner can be more than just a special teams guy. I want if Skinner kind of ride some of that momentum. He had an interception against San Francisco in the joint practices, so J.L. Skinner's gotten his hands on the rock. He's a very talented player. He's a player I was high on when he came out of Boise State. Raw, very, very raw, but has length that is you can't coach that, and definitely the instincts to play that position. Is he more than a special teams guy? If not, I'm okay with that at a certain price tag.
Yeah.
If he is, now you've got more decisions to make about your PJ Locke situation. That's $5 million. Dumb and Dumber, IOU. You know, I might want to hang on to that.
You might want to hold on to that.
$5 million. You might want to, or you might want to get rid of it so that you free up that cap space. But that's a big move. If Skinner's stepping up, then Locke is more expendable. So that's 2. Oh, obviously Lavelle Bailey, et cetera. I want to see Savion Jones on the defensive line.
Good one.
Love Savion Jones. Love his play. He's quick off the line. He's a powerful interior player that can get you interior pressure. He's quick closing to the quarterback. Did I say that right? He's a quick closer, that's Savion Jones. So you love the way he can get off the snap. You love the way that when the quarterback's in his sights, he's just going to go get you. So a Savion Jones sack or 2,
okay,
or quarterback hit or 2,
yeah, I like that. Yeah.
would make me feel pretty good. That's 3. Let's go to the offensive side. Frank Crum.
I like this. I like what you're doing. You guys are going to play a lot.
Yeah, love you, bro. I mean, I absolutely love Frank Crum. He's awesome dude. Incredible guy. Great family up there in Laramie. Shout out all of our cowpokes up there.
I told you he's got his son was 3-year-old last year. He's 5 this year and can whip my ass. That's what that Crum family's all about.
Yeah, for sure. So Frank Crum, I want to see, is that kind of a future left tackle in the making? You know what I mean? Like, hope Garrett Bowles plays forever and ever and ever, and with the new contract, Bowles going to be here a while. Mm-hmm. What about the next guy? Are you essentially kind of developing that next franchise left tackle bookend in Frank Crum? The potential is there. But as Mark Schlereth will tell you, looking at ghosts and aliens in Alaska, potential is a dirty, filthy word. So Frank Crum, going to be watching him. And what am I at, 3, 4?
That was 4.
That was 4. Okay, number 5. Easy, Blake Watson. Blake Watson. I think Blake Watson could be the 3rd best back on this team easily. I don't even doubt that. That's not a hot take. Hey, Blake Watson is a converted receiver. He can run receiving routes. He is a great runner. His first 10 yards are a blur. An absolute blur. And by the way, you know what they did at Memphis? Zone. Who's perfect? When they go, hey, we're doing more wide zone, if I'm Blake Watson, I'm like, wait till they get a load of me. You know what I mean?
He's been waiting for that.
Yes, exactly. And I know I've been the Blake Watson guy. You talk about Blake Watson and A.T. Perry, dude. Okay. Perry actually may play into the math, even though he's not playing, because you can do the IR thing with Perry. A.T. Perry's making this team. That's a Sean guy.
You think so?
But yes.
He's done absolutely
But he's going to be on IR because you can fudge it, right?
Yeah.
And you have like an extra spot. So based on your development of the wide receiver, you may end up trading a guy like a Devon Vele if someone calls you because you've got so many wide receivers. Somebody's not playing at the wide receiver position because when you have a jersey, Trent Sherfield's playing.
He's playing for
So
sure.
he's your 5th receiver. Your 6th receiver that makes the team, whether that's Troy Franklin, Devon Vele, Pat Bryant, one of those 3 very talented receivers is not going to get a jersey. Phone call. Howie Roseman, maybe. Hey, what you got? What do you want for Devon Vele? That might be a consideration because A.T. Perry can be put on IR, and you know that that's a guy that was getting first-team reps last year, and you're good to go. Why did I work Perry in? Because I'm talking about Blake Watson. It's almost the same thing. Now, nobody's calling you for a trade for Jaleel McLaughlin. That doesn't exist. It's not going to happen. But you have to be versatile enough to know, like, okay, we've got Tyler Bidet on the practice squad, and we know Blake Watson can play. Can you sneak him through? That's what we're going to find out, and we only have a certain amount of clues. Now, thankfully for guys like Watson, guys like Estime, it's 3 games. I've seen the future. Audric Estime starting the 3rd preseason game. Like, you got to play. But right now, are you stacking days, or should I say stacking games?
Yep.
If you're Estime, Watson, Crum, Jones, what else did I say? Skinner, and KAD.
I really like your list, and especially I like what you're doing there. These guys, every player you just
play
listed,
a lot.
They're going to play a lot tomorrow night at 6:30 against the Niners on 9 News for preseason game number 1. Broncos country, those of you out there in the tribe, do you have a few names? We just listed 5. The 5 names that each of us will be watching. If you've got a couple of names and reasons why, hit us up, 303-713-1043. Who are you watching tomorrow? And put your name on your text so we can give you a shout out on the show, just like Colton. Colton, now, I'm a little hesitant to tell you this because this could actually turn into a lucrative business opportunity for you and then you leave me here, but says, Cecil, how much are you going to charge me if I ask you to draft my fantasy team?
Whoa. Okay. I
You
would
just show
work,
up at people's draft parties?
let's say pizza and beer.
Whoa, hold on. Let me do some negotiating for you.
Yes.
$350. You get 300. I get 50.
Okay. And pizza and beer.
Yeah, and unlimited pizza, beer, and Mountain Dew.
Ooh.
We need Mountain Dew. Like if you're gonna eat pizza, you have to
Okay.
have Mountain
Yes.
Dew.
350.
Yeah.
Unlimited Mountain Dew, 0. Pizza and beer.
Boom.
Modelo.
That's a pretty fair deal.
Mm-hmm.
And a mini fridge in the studio.
Full of Mountain Dew.
Full of Mountain Dew.
Kevin's just adding to it now. I like that, Kevin.
And
well,
a Bo
that's-
Nix jersey.
That's better because it hasn't happened yet, and this is definitely don't be that guy. And if he's listening, I'm going to completely piss him off, but get as offended as you like.
Yeah.
I got one buddy, and oh boy, you know who you are. I don't hear from him all year. And then in August,
Oh, hell no.
hey, how you doing? Do you want to go get some steak and let's talk a little fantasy? You know how much has happened since the last year that I've talked to you?
And he's just asking before his
And
draft.
then in August is the only time, and I would like to hear from him more.
Yeah.
I would like to hear from this friend some more. We have a lot of similar interests. He's a good dude. He's got great stories. He's listening right now. I only hear from him once a year, and it pisses me off.
Does he buy you the steak dinner?
Yeah, but I only hear from you once a year, dude.
Yeah, that's
Like-
not terrible though. At least he's buying the steak dinner.
Eh.
But if you want to have a better relationship, then yeah, I could understand that.
Okay. I'm
gotta
going to
go
get deeper personal
Go
here.
like Ryan Harris and get a tomahawk steak the next time you guys go. Send him a message.
You ever been used like a piece of meat?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How'd that feel?
Well, one instance I didn't mind, but another.
Okay, yeah. I mean, maybe that's a wrong description there, wrong analogy.
okay.
But like, I just don't like being. That's why when I give people my phone number, I say just don't text me fantasy questions.
Yeah.
Just don't text me fantasy. Like, here's my phone number, whatever. And I'm not phone guy anyway, unless it's like Big E or my kids or whatever. But I'm just like, oh, once a year? Come on, dude. Come on.